Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a video about Nio. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. Today we're going to be doing a video about Nio Stock. What's been going on with Nio Stock lately? What did we actually find out today about Nio's deliveries and their future deliveries as well? And wanted to just give a quick apology about not uploading. I was on vacation, but I will be posting daily content again. I also do want to give the disclaimer that everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It is just my personal opinion and for educational purposes only. So that being said, let's get started with the video. So taking a look, we got Nio's August deliveries today, everybody. They delivered 5,880 vehicles. They delivered 1,738 ES8s, 2,342 of their ES6, and 1,800 EC6s. So still a 48.3% year-over-year growth, but still almost a 30% drop from their deliveries in July. And a lot of people are kind of wondering, what's been going on? How come Nio did not basically hit their overall projections for their deliveries? And Nio also did trim their Q3 deliveries as well. They trimmed them down from 23 to 25,000 to 22,500 to 23,500. So a lot of people are kind of wondering, what's been going on with Nio? Is it because they can't meet the demand? Is it because no one wants to buy Nio's cars? That's not why people or Nio in itself as a company lowered their overall expectations for their deliveries. If you guys haven't kind of been keeping up with the news, the whole world right now is going through a huge chip shortage. That's affecting a lot of big time companies, right? This is affecting every general car manufacturer, Nissan, Ford, Toyota, Tesla. Every other company right now is kind of going through the ringer when it comes to kind of the overall chip shortage and kind of what everybody's been going through. So when we take a look at it on paper, we definitely see that Nio in itself, it's not that it can't meet the deliveries or the overall demand, but it's more or less just about Nio in itself, not having the chip or the supply to be able to meet these demands. And I know right now, a lot of people have been wondering about Nio Stock, what's been going on with Nio, why has Nio kind of been trading sideways for so long and so forth. And the reason that is just due to the simple fact that there's just been a lot of bad stuff happening overall with Nio. Every worst possible case scenario that could happen or go on with Nio Stock is happening as we speak. So when we take a look at it on paper, what do I mean by this? Well, we do know that Chinese stocks were under fire for a very long time. Taking a look at this on paper, we definitely see that as well. That, Nio in itself as an overall company, a lot of Chinese stocks were under a lot of fire because they're strictening up their regulations. And we see that there are also, Chinese, stocks are kind of have been under heat for a little bit now, which does push on severity, it does push uncertainty, and it really does push the overall fact that people are kind of scared of holding Chinese stocks right now. I personally keep buying more of Nio. I'm super, super bullish on Nio Stock of what Nio actually has to offer in the long term, but a lot of people can't see the longer term picture. Like I said, now that there's a chip shortage as well that everybody's going through, this is also affecting Nio as an overall company. We also saw that Nio had a fatal car crash accident on its autopilot system, which is not a very good sign. It's obviously, a big deal to a lot of people. So anything bad that could possibly have happened to Nio is happening as we speak. And it is definitely a lot more difficult to kind of be in the ringer right now with Nio Stock. But for me, I still think Nio is an absolute must buy at $39.09. Yes, there has been a couple of mishaps with Nio, kind of what's been going on with Nio and kind of everything altogether. But when we take a look at it on paper, the long-term vision of Nio has not changed. They're still expanding, they're still selling a lot of vehicles, and they still do have a lot to offer as an overall Chinese EV company. Now, for me, like I said, this is the perfect opportunity to buy Nio Stock. I do expect Nio Stock to hit $65, $70 by the end of this year. That is my overall price prediction on Nio Stock, what I personally think that Nio does have to offer. And when we take a look at it on paper, and we definitely see the long-term vision of Nio and what they're doing and basically the revolutionary that they're trying to accomplish by becoming the next Tesla, a lot of people are super bullish on Nio Stock, and yes, it has not reflected in its overall share price. I can understand that. Looking at the one-year chart, still up 100%, but looking at the 3-month chart, down about 7.3%. And we see here that Nio did have a high at $53.20, but kind of slowly just fell after the fatal car crash, after they kind of didn't do so well on their earnings. And taking a look at the 1-month chart, down about 12.49%. So it has not really been too green for Nio. A lot of people have just kind of been selling out of Nio, but for me, I take this as a massive buying opportunity for Nio Stock. I do think that Nio does have a long-term vision. I do think that Nio is going to be a top EV company, and I do think that Nio is going to be the Chinese EV winner. So my overall analysis on Nio is don't be discouraged just because there's a lot of uncertainty right now with Nio and the overall market. It's not like we did not expect Nio to lower their overall Q3 deliveries. If we take a look at it on paper and really see, a lot of companies are struggling with sales right now when it comes to vehicles. This overall chip shortage is affecting the whole world. The Japanese overall, the big factory fire that took out one of the bigger chip factories in the world is definitely going to play a longer term effect. There is generally a lot of overreaction in the market, and I don't want people to be overly sensitive when it comes to the overall vision of the market. But when we take a look at it on paper, there's a lot of overreaction right now. When I saw the fire happen and I saw that it affected a huge chip shortage altogether, I almost expected Nio to not be able to keep up with their overall deliveries. How can they when all big car manufacturers out there are struggling right now? A lot of them can't put up decent numbers, and a lot of them can't even get inventory for their own cars. I'm pretty familiar with the industry. I work with the industry. I definitely see that, a lot of companies out there are struggling to get brand new cars even put on their lot. And this is something that could definitely be played in the long term, but I do have my longer term vision of Nio, and that has not changed. I still think Nio is an amazing buy at $38.97. I think the company does have a lot of longer term growth. And I do think that the company will hit $100 a share within the next couple of years. I do think that Nio does have what it takes to be a top EV company and the top representation of China. I just don't want people to be discouraged by what's kind of been going on with the overall market. But with that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. You guys let me know down in the comments below, guys, what you think of Nio stock. Do you guys think Nio is a good buy? $38.98. If you guys own Nio stock, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. I also want to get everybody's opinion on Nio lowering their Q3 deliveries. Do you think it's going to make a huge impact in Nio in the long term? I'm very curious to hear your thoughts. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.